Welcome to Liz's nail salon. We have a little Polygel DIY nail tutorial. You guys, I love Polygel, and I'm also going to show you this chocolate swirl technique that I do. So first off, you're going to need your favorite Polygel. These ones are mine. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. Everything I got is from Amazon. You're also going to need a few tools. We keep it pretty basic. With this Polygel kit, you also need a UV lamp, and then I have an e-file. It's not necessary, but I would probably get one. It saves you so much time. So put on a new e-file, and then you want to go around your cuticle line and just kind of clean up those cuticles. Be careful with doing this. This shouldn't like cut you or anything because it's a pretty gentle file, but be careful, especially if you're a beginner with this. But I like to clean them up, and then I like to buff out any shine on my nail bed just to adhere everything a little bit better. All right, you guys, next you're gonna wanna go in with a base coat. I feel like all base coats are pretty much the same. Make sure you do this very cleanly. You don't want the base coat going outside of your actual nails. This is going to protect your nails from the Polygel. Very important step. You want to always put base coat on before any sort of gel or Polygel. Next, you're going to want to match the forms to your actual nail. They should hit each side of your nail perfectly. Make sure you spend a good amount of time doing this, or else, you know, you could have some super big nails, or you could have some nails that don't even fit your nail bed. So take your time with this one. I'm just laying them all out so I know exactly which one goes on which nail. Okay, sis, so now you're going to take some alcohol. That's how you're going to move around the Polygel on the forms. I highly recommend watching a bunch of other Polygel tutorials before you get into this. Obviously, I am not a nail artist and I don't have the best technique, but this is what works for me. I've been doing my nails all quarantine. It was my little quarantine hobby that I picked up. So I'm putting the Polygel on the forms and then dipping my brush into the alcohol and just moving that product around. You want to make sure you get the Polygel all up on all of the sides. Another tip that I discovered is taking a tweezer and holding the form, especially if you like your nails long. This is going to give you a lot more control while you're kind of working the Polygel. I would just say try and keep the layer as even as possible, and less is more when it comes to Polygel. Don't put a big glob on there because your nails will be mad thick and nobody wants that. I would say keep it pretty thin, almost to where it's like a little translucent all the way around, so you know it's not like a very thick layer. I added a little bit more Polygel just to one side because I needed some more, and that's the great thing about Polygel is you can add as much as you need. It doesn't dry before you cure it. I've tried to play around with acrylic and hell no, my nails came out busted as hell. This is so much more beginner friendly. I love Polygel, and I think it has about the same strength as acrylic, so I don't ever have nails breaking. So end up curing this for 30 seconds, and then I moved on to the next nail. I just did a flash cure because I'm going to be putting my hand in that UV light so many times that it's going to cure them all up, but I would say 60 seconds in total per nail is what you need to cure. So I'm just going to speed up these next few nails of me putting the Polygel on the forms. One thing I will say, when you're placing the Polygel form onto your nail, make sure you don't like squeeze down because the Polygel will like overflow a little bit and it's going to be harder for you to clean it up. So just lightly press it down. Yeah, don't press it down too hard, but make sure it's all the way pressed down. Hopefully that makes sense. You'll get the gist of it. I say like I had to do my nails maybe twice before I felt like I was a pro at Polygel. You learn definitely with the first set, you know, you probably do them pretty thick, or you know, the cleanup takes so much longer, but after like the second time, you guys will be a pro at Polygel. It's so easy, very beginner friendly. And then here is me just wiping my hands off with the alcohol. Your hands will probably be pretty sticky by this point. Alcohol will take that all away. Okay, next let's get into shaping the nail. As you guys can see, I don't have to really do much buffing to the top of the nail. It's very smooth. I'm just going around the cuticle bed with this 5 file. You can use an e-file, that's what I do. It's so much quicker, but you can also buff it out. See how clean my cuticle line is there? That's what you want, or else you will have some pulling. The nail will pull up and then you'll get, you know, everything stuck under it. If you've had fake nails, you know the struggle of washing your hair and getting your hair stuck under your nails when they start lifting. So we don't want any of that, so make sure you are filing at your cuticle really well. Shape them to whatever desired shape you want to do. I like a tapered square look or a coffin shape. That's kind of my go-to. And one thing I want to say is if you like longer nails, you can also get longer polygel forms as well. But I'm just using the stuff that came with my kit. Okay, next we're gonna get to the design. So first you're gonna need like a little pencil detailing brush like this, something skinny. And then you'll also need like a denser brush to clean up around the edges. So one of those types of brushes. This is the kit I'm using from Beetles. I love Beetles nail polish. Everything, you guys, is from Amazon. Again, I'll link it in the description box. I wanted to do like a little dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate kind of design. I don't know. I thought it looked super pretty for fall, so these are the colors I ended up picking out, but you can literally use any color. I find that the Beetles gel nail polish works really well for this. I have found that other gel nail polish doesn't really work well with this method, so just keep that in mind. I'm just taking a old Bath & Body Works candle top and putting the nail polish on it. You want to take little globs of that just so you can work with it easily. Don't work right out of the bottle. Okay, so next you're gonna wanna take your top coat, and this is very important. Put a very big globby layer of top coat on your nail first. This is gonna be kind of like, imagine watercolor. You need water to blend everything together. Well, you need the top coat to blend all of these colors together. So a nice globby, thick layer. You're also gonna wanna put your nail polish remover in your little bowl, just so that you can clean up easily, because with such a globby layer, your nail polish will kind of spread outside of your nail bed, so we want to clean that up before we cure it. Okay, so now onto the fun part. Take your pencil brush and then just add color wherever. No rhyme or reason where you're adding these lines, because they're all going to kind of squiggle together. I just put them honestly wherever I wanted to. There's no reason to be precise with this, so don't get in your head about it. Just start adding like little stripes everywhere, little squiggles. There's no rhyme or reason, because it's all going to kind of blend together at the end. You just want to make sure you get the color on there. And again, you can go in with any color combo you want to. I'm wiping off my brush here. You do not need to do that. I would say it's just a waste of time. Just keep going in with all the different colors, placing them wherever you want to. Just kind of spread out the colors in different sections of the nails, and it should look really cool. And then I would say, when you're picking out your color combos, I would just do a dark, medium, and light color. If you do like all dark, they might blend together and it won't be as noticeable. You know what I'm talking about? So I would say probably do that. And then as far as your polygel, I would get something that is close to your natural nail tone, if that makes any sense. So this one is a really good one. Again, it's going to be linked in the description box below, but I love this color because it really blends. Some of the polygel is too pink and it looks kind of crazy. Okay, so now we're at the part where we're blending them all together, and I'm literally just taking the pencil brush and pushing the colors into each other. With that top coat, it's going to blend them all really nicely because it's going to be really watery, so just keep kind of like pushing your brush into other colors and you'll kind of see the technique come together. At first you're gonna be like, this looks like shit, but I promise the more you keep like pushing the colors in together, it's gonna look like a swirl design. Each nail is obviously gonna look really different, but I think it's a really fun abstract way to, you know, have some bomb nails, but super duper easy. I think this is actually easier than painting your own nails, honestly. So I like it. Here is how the thumb came out, a little design. Obviously, again, trust the process, you guys. So now you're gonna wanna take your acetone and just clean up around the sides of your nail. So anything that leaked over won't cure. That's major key, because you know you won't have to deal with that kind of cleanup after. So make sure you are taking this step and cleaning up around your nail. Okay, then you're gonna wanna flash cure your nail. I just did it for 30 seconds and then I moved on to the next nail. Kind of the same method with the polygel. You can wait the full 60 seconds, but nobody's got time for that, so I just flash cure them. Here is a sped up version of me doing the process. I just throw globs of each color around the nail in any which way I feel like it, and then I push the color together. It's such an easy process. Like, the technique is so easy, but it looks so intricate. So you're gonna have people thinking you spent like $200 on your nails, I swear. It's so easy though, you guys. As I mentioned before, this was a little hobby I picked up during quarantine, and it's so relaxing that I've just stuck with it. It's a way for me to like turn off my phone, turn off any sort of distractions from the world, and just chill out. So I highly recommend trying it out. I just turn on a documentary, grab a glass of wine, and it's just so relaxing. And you know, sometimes we need a little hobby that just keeps us away from the world. So this is my little hobby, doing my nails. I love it. You know, I could go spend 2 hours in the nail salon, but I am much more so a girl who loves to just like chill in the house. So next, after you do all of your nails, you just put a top coat on and then cure for 60 seconds. And baby girl, you got a nice new manicure. They look so fly, so cute, especially when you wear some rings with this nail design. It looks so bomb. So I hope you guys enjoyed this highly requested nail tutorial. Obviously, I am not a professional, but I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me today. Let me know if you try it out. Tag me on Instagram. I would love to see how they look. But thanks again for hanging out with me. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, guys.